Well, hey, everybody. I thought about not going on today, and then I thought, well, I wasn't here yesterday, and I intended to be here yesterday. I might need my inhaler. I'm okay right now. I've been cleaning with bleach all day today, and bleach always affects my lungs. Anyway, I didn't go live yesterday because I wanted to at the festival, but there's no way that could have happened. I would have been demonetized, and even if I wasn't demonetized, you wouldn't have been able to hear me. It was so loud. I don't know why I didn't really consider that. Silly. Hey, Charcoal Ninja mods, love you guys. Thank you for being here. Hey, Donna Cooper, Diana H made it. Sam Ashby, nice. Charcoal Ninja, I love that. Tammy, hey, Abigail, Dawn Gloves, I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm happy to see you, babe. I love that you're here. Pat Jonas. Sorry to hear that, Pat. Yeah, Charcoal Ninja. Hey, Muffet Lou. Aspire to Inspire. Kaza. I never know if I say that right. Is it Kaza? Kaza? I'm not sure. Hey, Hope. Joel Sachs. Just as I am. Panda 3000 made it. Joanne Hawley. I'm glad to see you again, babe. Hey, Carrie Wilson. Hey, True to It. Marie Marion, Rain Virus. That kitten is so cute, Rain. Hey, Melissa. Abigail, I'm glad to see you, babe. If you say so, welcome. I think I have to sneeze. It went away. It always does that. It gets shy on camera. Anna Banana, that picture was so cute of you holding your grandbaby. Andy's home. I'm really happy about that. Hey, Renee B. Thank you, Joel Sachs. I washed my hair today. Hey, Twisted Sister Paranormal. It has been a while, and welcome in. I'm happy to see you. Hey, Carolyn Cotter. I know. Don't clean with bleach. It's so bad for you. And I cleaned with bleach for like 3 straight hours this morning. And I feel it in my throat. It's in my nose. It was a terrible idea. I rarely do it. Reflections, Gemini girl, Stella. Hey, babe. Thank you, Muffet Lou. Hey, Armine. Armine. I can't do it. It'll tear my throat up. Doing that show the other night, I woke up with a sore throat the next day. It's okay now, but that was crazy. Hey, Patty. Patty, I'm happy to see you. I always think of you, you and Noodles. Catherine B. The kitten does not appear to know he's tiny. He doesn't know that he's tiny. That's unbelievable. Hope Between the Dreams. I know it's not right. Reese, it's supposed to be Kaza. Kaza. Okay, so I've been saying it right. Nice. Hey, Tiffany G. You bought the hourglass necklace. I love it. It was on sale. Yeah. And she had like an extra 15% off. Thanks for the heads up. Can't wait to hear about yesterday. I'm glad you bought that. It's a good length. It's really long. I own almost her entire collection. I really supported her when I was in Kansas City big time. She was a huge person I bought jewelry from. I really liked her collections. I don't like her newest ones. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the newer ones, but her old stuff, I own almost every piece. Katie Did It is here. Hope, I'm really sorry that you haven't been well. I'm really sorry to hear that, babe. Hey, Malevolent Queen. Please let me know how you're doing, Hope, if you're okay with that. I don't have to know, but I worry about you. He was born in a woodpile next to the desert. I'm glad this is alive. I'm really struggling with depression right now. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Hey, Mandy. Buffy, I hope your dinner went great last night. Depression is tricky for me because you better not be licking that foot, Bo. Depression is, hey, Saved by Grace. Justin Retro Stuff TV show channel. Welcome in. Depression is tricky because I came from Scientology and, we obviously didn't use that word and it's new to me. Hey, Verbo Boss. That's adorable, Verbo Boss. I just want to tell you it's real. I validate that so much. And I love you, Anna Banana. I'm glad to hear you say that. It's take all the time you need. And self-care is huge. Talk to somebody, talk to close friends, talk to a therapist. Just I don't like to tell people what to do. So I'm about to violate my own rules here. But hey, Liz, you didn't have to do that. Don't stay quiet. I mean, take time to self-reflect and all of that, but don't stay quiet. Get with friends. Just I understand. I feel depression off and on, and I was never allowed to feel it in my life as a Scientologist, and I see it. Hey, Kim. It was fun, Kim. Um, okay, Buffy. I see it in the people around me. Um, Sometimes, and I just think it should be way more normalized, and mental health is really, really important, and I wish that it was more accessible, like to see a mental health coach or a therapist or get help, get treatment. I'm a big believer in it. I don't know the extent of it, but I think just talking stuff through and identifying it really helps. So I feel like I went off on a tangent there, but just stay with us. You're in good company. Joanne Hawley, that was really nice. Hey, Air Supply, did I already say hi to you? I'm not going to judge you at all, Buffy. I'm happy for you, and I hope you had a good night. Diana H, I love to hear that. It's good to just clean it out, Diana. I'm serious. It's good. Hey, Mason, it's good to just get rid of stuff. So that's what I was doing today, guys. Joanne, thank you for gifting those. People love getting a gifted membership, and I think that is so kind to do it. You know that. And I love you, Joanne. Thank you. I believe in reaching out for help. I suffered for years in silence. Yeah. Hey, I've got words. Hey, Kathy Burkhart. Kim is blue. I was asking where you were on Friday. I don't know what to say to this because I'm such a newbie to the feeling our feelings to this world. I'm being serious. Huxley, I hear Seamus. I don't know if he's yelling for help. Justin, I don't know why you're asking me that. I don't know you. I don't have just anyone on this channel, especially people I don't know. But thanks for asking. Big shifts for all, true to it. So West Coast Fancy Nancy, this is important. But the problem is, Nancy, not everybody's. I don't like to give advice, and I like to stay in my own lane. And not everybody is like me. I'm a verbal processor. I don't know if that's like an actual thing, but for me, I do best talking about stuff, talking through stuff. And I can't tell you how many people have said, I could never do what you do. Oh my God, I could never go online and tell my problems to the world. That's what solves my issues. That's how I work through my stuff. But I saw a therapist once that at the end of our session, it was the first time, it was a woman in the beginning. Hey, ghostwriter. And it was so funny. I was brand new to therapy, coming out of Scientology. And she was like, well, she was like, I certainly didn't have to ask you about your problems, did I? She was like, you have no problem talking. And I was like, was that sarcasm? I don't understand. She was like, no, she said, it's just a lot of people, especially like with a new therapist, I have to like pull to get them to open up. And she was like, you literally didn't stop until the very end. And I was like, oh, well, that's just how I am. But, I think that's because of my Scientology background, right? Like I'm so used to being on the cans, and it's almost literally like someone having a flashlight on you going, where were you? What day? What time? What was the event like? Who was there? Who missed it? Like, what were you thinking of? I didn't get a shot at keeping anything private into myself. So, I didn't mesh well with that therapist. It really does take time to find one that you like. And it made me feel a little weird about it. You know how some people say things and you're like, I can't tell if that was an insult. I don't want to be friends with people like that. But you know how they're like, are you okay? You doing okay? Yeah, why? I don't know. I'm just asking. You look tired or something like that. I'm like, okay, thanks. I think. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That's how it was. Exactly, Rain. And for me, it's not even the paying for it. It's just, I'm like, isn't this where I'm supposed to spill everything? Like, isn't this the safe space? Lori is back, guys. Lori was here for the first time on Friday. Look how pretty she is. You look like a model. You look like a Magnolia Pearl model, actually. Big fan. Kind of remind me of my mom. Love that necklace. I like that cuff too. Hard to see, but cute. Good hair. I went ahead, therapist to discuss some marital issues, and all she said was, "You talk really fast, don't you?" Okay, Lori is in the same boat. I totally get that. I don't like that. Why do they think that's cool? It's like, why are you putting it back on me and making me introvert? That's exactly what your therapist did. You talk really fast, don't you? Why would you introvert me? Why are you putting any of the attention back on me? That's how this lady did it to me. She was like, almost, we probably saw the same person, Lori. She literally at the end of our session was like, wow. She was like, well, I certainly didn't have to pull anything out of you. She's like, you don't have any problems talking, do ya? I was like, uh, ugh. I don't like when people do that. People do that about children a lot. They'll be like, boy, he doesn't have any problems with energy, does he? Does he? And it's like, I hate that fake ass laugh that people do when it's not funny. Thanks for noticing. It's my anxiety. Yeah, like thanks. I thought I was in the right place for that. I'll find someone new. Hey, P. Taylor. I absolutely hate it when someone cracks a joke that's condescending and makes fun of you, and then they're like, and you have to just kind of do it back or it's awkward. But I don't. I'm usually like, hmm. Zing, you got your zinger in. You feel better about it? Because I don't. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, a backhanded compliment. It's like, this is 2025. Go join the haters. Like, we see you. We're not threatened by you. You have no power over us. You have to have power in order for me to be upset about that. And unfortunately, I don't value you and I value nothing that comes out of your mouth. So I'm not going to take any offense to that. I'm going to put it all back on you like you tried to put it on me, you pathetic turd that won't flush. Hey, Donna Cooper. Yeah, I know. Donna, it's funny. Just put it back on them. Melissa, if it comes up in public, that's all you got to do. Let them do it. Hey, Starlina, let them do it. Let someone make that backhanded compliment and hope to God that they do their little, do it back really loud. Be like, fuck off. Oop, I probably just demonetized myself. Anyway, that's kind of going into West Coast fancy Nancy. I hate the fake laugh. And I hate it even worse when like you feel like you have to partake in it. Next time, try it, guys. Just try it. We're trying all kinds of new things. Yeah, the rich laughter. Fuck off. That's what you need to do. Just switch from like, yeah, that's true, Yadira. Thanks. I hate that fake, stupid effing laugh that people do when it's at your expense. And you know what I'm talking about. People do it. They're like, oh, somebody fell out of bed today and didn't brush their hair. Well, little do you know, I'm against brushes. They're bad for the environment. And I'm a billionaire. Get out of here. With your hand flapping around the ears. I hate that stupid fake laugh. We need to normalize that. Like next time it happens to you guys, just do it. And if they are like, hey, you seem different, why'd you just do that? Be like, refer to a channel I watch called Relatable Reese, Reese Quabell at gmail.com, mother effer. Go ahead and reach out to her. She's the one that told me to do it. And we're not stopping. Okay. We don't stop here. The laughter doesn't stop here. The laughter's on you. Jojo Bananas and Debbie Zito. Just came into you maniacally laughing the F off. How are we today? Well, Debbie, we have a lot to talk about. I'm tired of hypocrites. That includes me, by the way. I didn't know this until like 20 minutes ago. I've been reflecting on some things today. Guys, some things are shifting and changing in my life, and I don't know. You've been reached. God, Kim is Blue has the best zingers. Do it. We need to make little stickers and just put them everywhere. You've been reached. That's it. That's it. Right there. Famous. Hashtag you've been reached. It's also having an enormous amount of pain in your head that can be so unbearable. That's horrible. And I'm sorry to hear that. Good Lord. What was I saying just before that? Hey, Just Joan. God, I hate when this happens. I read a couple comments and then it just derails me. It was important. Damn it. Helena. I can't do it, Sam. I tore up my throat on Friday doing that. Nail it shut. Nail it shut. Hashtag you've been Reesed. Nail it shut. We're gonna expose you, Reese, and final nail in the coffin, girl. Nail it shut, nail it shut. Joel Sachs had a bad day. Give me their names right now. If somebody's look at his face. How could you be mean to Joel? He looks like a cartoon character. He looks like he walked straight off the Peanuts set. Joel, since you're South African, that's the guy from Snoopy's, and Charlie Brown, and Lucy, and Sally. What? No, I'm just really being loud. Becky USA. Oh, yeah. Thanks, drive-in fan. Verbo Boss, changes are happening. What was I saying, though, that was the change? You've been Reesed, and now you're released. Get the F out of here. And while you're at it, take your with you. Fuck off. Hey, Elaine. Boy, you can tell my periods this week. Can you not? I just noticed to myself. Okay, Joel Sachs knows what peanuts are, even though he's from South Africa. Okay, I just didn't know. I didn't know if you spoke the language, Joel. I just wasn't sure. Lots of changes, but what are those changes? I can't remember. There was something huge that I wanted to talk about there, but only the Lord knows. I know, Ghostwriter, but I don't know what it was now. Interesting, Verbo Boss. What an interesting tidbit about your life. What's the shift? It had to do with yesterday. Look at Melissa. Did it have to do with yesterday? We just did that at the exact same time, girl. Melissa is me. I am Melissa. I love Snoopy too. I know, true to it. Well, I know what. Oh, thanks, Shell. I know what I know the topic, guys. I'm not that lost. I'm not that far gone in life. It was just a little tidbit that had to do with the topic. It was just a little fleck of information, if you will. It was just a smidge. Hey, Lee Sane. Speaking of smidge, that's Gertie's new name. I've been calling her Smidge because she's tiny, and a smidge is just a little amount. So we've been calling her Smidge. Hey, Kat. Liz Trix is here, but Liz can't take notes if I don't give her the notes. She's not in my head like Melissa. Let's see. Shifts. I don't know. I don't know other than that, but let's move on because I do know what the topic is. Thank the Lord. I didn't forget my entire mind, just the one marble. I'm starting to feel, I know Angie Mo, but I don't know what the damn shift was. True, Melissa. Oh, I know. I knew it would come back. Okay, I'm only 41. Hey, bee lady, you're heading downstairs for dinner and more cake. Shake that cake, girl. Today is your birthday? Heading to Florida Wednesday for a few days, and today is her birthday. Everybody, it's bee lady's birthday. I didn't know that. Boy, I'm glad you hopped on. Go get that cake, girl. And while you're at it, shake that cake. Shake it on the back end. You know what I'm saying. And then also happy birthday. Yeah, please do. But happy birthday to Bee Lady. I'm so honored that you came in on your birthday. Lady, what am I hearing? Kids sleeping. Hey, Tashbits. We had to miss our concert. Oh, no. I hate being this sick. I got to drive our amazing Ticks to a friend. Oh, that's been really going through it. She and her friend had a blast. You're making me miss my Snoopy. Oh, that sucks that you missed your concert. Did you have your outfit picked out with your cool vintage cane? That sucks. I'm sorry that you're that sick. Didn't you tell me that you're going to have a surgery? I'm sorry, Hope. That makes me sad for you. But I am happy. I mean, I'm happy for your friend. Damn it. Every time I'm in here, my allergies kick in. Hope, thank you for sharing that with us. I'm sorry that you missed it. Dang, girl. But thank you for the super chat. Hold on. I got to mute it, everybody. And I got to take these giant ass glasses off too. Hold on. I like this frame, but it is heavy. Okay. Hey, Go the Greek. I'm getting hot. I want him to turn the air down. Okay, so I remember the shift. Reese, they did a baptism in church today. I can send you a link to the worship video, church. You can see them if you want. Well, thank you, Abigail. I'd love to see that. Please send it. Thank you. The portrait of Smidge. This is from Deb S. And if you notice, we got a little change up here. So that's the shift. Hey, Kestrel. I cleaned hardcore today. I white gloved my Scientology. Heather, my Scientology kicked in. My Sea Org specifically. Look at this. Deb S. from the channel made this for us a long time ago, and it's unbelievable. She actually like knitted this. I don't know, knitted or sewed. Thanks, Kim is Blue. Is that the most amazing thing? When I get cremated with Smidge, we're going to do this, put this in it. We're going to have to. It's a part of me. Is that the most amazing? Oh, it's embroidery. Is that I know. Isn't that it captures her completely. I'll probably sleep next to this one day when Smidge is up in heaven next to the Lord. But I had to. She's sleeping. You can see it pretty well, can't you? I know, Rain. You guys are so talented. And then you take it upon yourselves to send me gifts. That's unbelievable. I'm so thankful. So I feel like I'm not myself lately in a very good way. Yeah, Armenia, it's unbelievable. In a very good way, guys. I feel very different. I feel like, thanks, Abigail. I feel like somehow like things have taken over me in weird ways. I'm not trying to get weird with you guys, but like I did a show a few nights ago and I ended the show. Well, thanks, Jojo. I watched it today. I ended the show and I literally, it was the first show. How many shows have I done? Probably over 1,000, I would guess. I have no idea. But I've done a few, right? I've been around the block at this point, and I've never ended a show like I did the other day. And I was like, I feel like hey, Barbara, wait. I was like, I feel like someone took over my mouth for that show. Like, I don't even know what I was saying. I was going really fast and I was happy with the topic and I was really passionate about what I was saying. But it was weird. Like I kept thinking about it. I went to bed. I woke up the next day and I was like, it's like someone took over. Like I couldn't control what I was saying almost. That sounds crazy. I know. So then a few days have gone by and this morning I woke up and I walked into my kitchen and I was like, I realized something pretty big. Actually, this is just for me. It's not anything that's going to inspire you, but I have always said I don't like it here anymore. Like, I don't like living here. I don't like the country. I don't like this. I don't like that. I want to be around people. I want to socialize. I want to go live near a beach, whatever. I have not really made anything here my own. I'm so sorry, Hope. Surgery, yeah. Okay. Let us know, Hope. The only thing that I've really styled and made my own and decorated is this space right here. This is all me, like putting up the flowers and the decorate. Oh, I meant to light that. I wanted to try. I was like, I bought this at Anthropologie years ago, and it's like, what are we waiting for? Light it up. Except you guys need to remind me at the end to blow this out so the house doesn't burn down. This is going to sound crazy, but no other part of this. I mean, some parts of this house I've decorated. I really love fashion and I love, love, love decorating. Like I've always wanted to be either a personal stylist or like an interior decorator. My red rings. Oh, not so new. What I've been doing is wearing them like this. So I was stacking them. Today I did them all separate, Jojo. So these are just lab created rubies. I got these at TJ Maxx and I almost didn't buy this one. Patty talked me into it. I mean, it was super cheap, but I was like, that's ugly. And then I put rubies are my birthstone. No, Diana H, thanks for reminding me. Ooh, it's thundering. But I thought these were cool. Thanks for noticing, babe. Thank you, Abigail. Rain, I love decorating and I love fashion. Well, I think this is a subconscious thing. This was not, I didn't understand it until this morning. I walked into my kitchen. Hey, Riley's human. And I felt the same way after the morning ended that I felt after that stream ended the other day. Yes, Verba Boss. I felt like it wasn't me. I felt like someone else was running me. It's such a weird thing to say. I realize that you're going to be like, Reese, you should get some help. It's a good thing, though. It's like a God thing, it's a positive thing. And let me explain. I just totally had this, I was going to say cognition, realization that I have, yeah, true to it. What's the word I'm looking for? Torn down, trashed, but not trashed, like minimized. I don't know. But I came from a really nice house. I'm not trying to sound like the rich lady from Franklin. I wasn't wealthy, but we had a very nice home. I was so impressed by that house. When we bought that house together, I was like, I would stare at it every day that I lived in it. It had 20-foot ceilings. It was beautiful. It was almost 4,000 square feet. The woman who owned it before was this like major interior designer. Like everything was so perfect. The marbling and the fireplace, how it had the like glass around it, like border. It was so pretty, this house. And I decorated it so, I was so proud of how I decorated it and the colors. And I'd never had anything like that before. I'd never had that much access to like, my house that I owned before that was 860 square feet. It was smaller than my first apartment, but it was mine. And I bought it and I was proud of it and I styled it, but it was tiny and I didn't have a lot of room to run, right? This house had so much, it had too much room, but I had so much room to like fill every corner and I would hang the right piece on every wall. And I was like, oh my God, that lamp is perfect there. Like I that's how I feel about clothing. I'm like, oh God, yes, put that piece of turquoise on and the outfit is complete. I'm like, put that frame on. Good. Now put your hair up in a high pony. Amazing. Okay. Pop of red, pop of red, pop of red. Okay, good. Let's do a red lip. Yes. Yes. And I'm like, now get that bag out that you got in the summer of 2021 when you were on vacation. Oh my God, I love it. Get that vintage bag you found. Excellent. Good. Now put on that one cuff that you found and it will pop the whole damn thing. And I'm like, yes. Sandy Kovacs, we love you. Excuse me, guys, my boo bitches. Well, actually, both of them. It's a weird rush that I get when I'm putting together an outfit. Now, someone who's never watched me before might be watching right now and go, are you serious? Look at yourself. Look at how you're dressed right now. Like, who are you kidding? No, I'm talking about like if I actually had a real place to be and I like wanted to really jazz myself up. Some of you missed the homes you were in. I get that. I don't miss the house. Not true. I do miss the house, but the house was just a house. And what happened in that house, within the walls of that house, was misery, right? And Heather, yes, and fighting and abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, feeling like I was in a cage. So I don't miss it. But I realized today, I was like, I've never made this house my home because I live in a fucking trailer. Hey, Linda, I literally live in, I don't know if you'd call this a trailer. It's not on wheels. It's a manufactured home, but it looks like a trailer. And so I kind of feel like, not so much now, but when I got here, I was like, oh, how the mighty have fallen. What the fuck? How am I going to style a trailer? That's going to be tough. Hey, Wanda. So I just never did. I never even tried. All my shit is like stacked up in boxes. I haven't taken anything out. I'm like, why? Whoa, it's pouring. I'm like, why? It's ugly. This house is ugly, right? And that's so shitty and judgmental. Like, I'm proud of where I live. Hey, Jessamine, I don't care at all. I pay my bills, I pay the rent, I keep the lights on, I can stock the fridge. Like, what am I doing? I'm not ashamed of where I live. I don't care. I'm proud of it. I have freedom here. I live out on a really cool piece of land with the most beautiful view you've ever seen. I've got cattle all around me. I'm safe. So this morning I spent 4 hours and I was like, ooh, I'm going to have to do that in every room and my back hurts. But I spent 4 hours taking everything. I did the deep clean, the Scientologist white glove. Do you ever do this? I don't do this very often. It's a lot of work. I took everything off, every shelf, everything. And I wiped everything down. Baseboards. I wiped the walls down in the kitchen, like scrubbed everything. I took everything. Hey, Jamie Palmer. I took everything off the kitchen island thing. There's this cute little nook with like shelving where you can put cute stuff on it. I never have. My mom was like, why don't you decorate? You're so good at it. And I was like, I don't want to. Like, I think I was depressed about that, but I didn't realize it, kind of a thing. And I walked into my kitchen this morning and it's like I had new eyeballs. And I was like, this place needs my touch. Why haven't I done this? We live here. Make it home. Make it your home. So I did. And I went and unpacked a whole bunch of my cute little trinkets and all my little decorative stuff. And I wiped all of it down and I dusted all the glass. And I was like, who cares? Like, make it your home. Sure, this isn't my 4,000 square foot home in Kansas City with the beautiful ceilings and the fireplace and the cream cabinets and the marble thick countertop, the granite. Hey, Lenore Gray, and my beautiful ceramic kitchen sink that I had. I was loving that house. I hated my life. So now I'm in a beautiful home. I just haven't made it mine. So I was like, look, I want to move. I absolutely want to move, but I don't have the money to move yet. So you might as well park and stay where you're at and enjoy it while you're here and save as much as you can to move, right? It's going to happen. We don't have to do it right now, and you might as well enjoy your time. Yes, Joel Sachs. So that's what I did this morning. And hey, Squirrel Girl, I mean, I had this music going and I was listening to the Spinners. I love the Spinners. Hey, Meredith Lynn. Abigail, I probably won't have a place to put Christmas decorations this year. I don't even have a place for a tree. I don't have anywhere to put that kind of stuff. So a bunch of my stuff is still in boxes. I just got out a kitchen box and I got out some of my like plates and things like that. But Abigail, I don't know that I have a place I really want to move. I don't have a place to put even a tree, really. I've got that little 4-foot tree. I might have somewhere I can just like park it, but there's really no space for that. Bloom where you're planted, Melissa. Yeah, Kim is blue. Deep cleaning. I love to clean, but deep cleaning is a whole other thing. And I wish I had put gloves on. I wish I had put a mask on, but I didn't intend to clean with bleach. And then I had some stubborn stains on the countertops and I was like, fine. So I got out the big guns and I was spraying with bleach, and then I opened windows and I had a fan going and I was like, this is bad, but I just blew through it. I couldn't stop. And it was like a force bigger than me. Abigail, I will cherish those forever. Don't worry, girl. They're not going anywhere. It was like a force bigger than me took over and was like, here's some energy. Get to work. Like, make it your palette, just like you used to do. Here's to making your house a home. Liz Tricks, that is so nice. Wow. Thank you, Liz. That's a really kind thing to say too, babe. Thank you for the super chat. You are speaking to me. I've been here 6 years, still have an impact on everything. Yeah, I'm really into, hey, Rachel, I'm super into putting color and life into things and jazzing up an outfit and doing a French tuck and popping it with a purse and a lip stain and a fun piece of jewelry. And like, I really, really have an eye for that. I'm not trying to sound braggy at all, but I really feel like I love whimsical and I love color and bright things. And my kitchen just looked awful. My living room has that, but it needs to be deep cleaned. Hey, love it. Hey, Linda Garden Lady. So I'm happy. I spend more time near the living room when I'm on Zoom calls, but now I'm going to hang out in the kitchen more because I made it more fun and whimsical. Um, yeah, I'll try to do that if you say so. Hey, love and life. Exactly, Rain. So I want to talk about something specific today. That was I wanted to share that with you guys because it's more the inspiration I'm getting lately. Thank you, Muffet Lou. The hey yawn, the inspiration I'm getting lately. Hey Hux, can you turn the air down one notch, please? Thank you, Humberdinck. Kestrel, I am so sorry, babe. I know that's hard for you. I love deep cleaning. It's the everyday cleaning I'm not good at. I don't love deep cleaning. I don't like getting on the floor and like scrubbing, although once I'm doing it, I do love it. But I should have had gloves on today because so I washed my hair. I took a shower after and I washed my hair, washed my whole body, and I still have bleach fingers. I still have bleach on my hands. I don't like that. And it's stupid that I did not put gloves on. Um, Interesting, Abigail. I could see you doing that. That's adorable. Decorating your vehicle. So I want to talk about something specific, guys. Taking what was our bedroom gray and not allowed to decorate and making it mine yellow. I love your bedroom, Catherine B. She sits in her bedroom when she's on the Zoom call with us. I love that yellow quilt. That's how I knew you weren't home. That one time we were on the Zoom, I was like, where's your yellow quilt? Where are you? Hey, Joe. Howdy, my bleach fingered friend. I know it's Joe. Once I get on a bleach kick, I go crazy with it because it really does make me feel clean, but then it kills my lungs. Um, I want to talk about something specific. And I'm not stalling. I'm just trying. I do too, Jojo. I'm trying to figure out. Hey, Susan Cook, how fun! I'd love to go to a wedding. Not one for me, but for someone else. Hope you got to work on that, and it will come to you. It came to me today. I want to talk about specifically. Obviously, the title of this is hypocrisy. I really want to dive into that. Buffy, if you remind me at the end, I will, but I'm trying to think of something right this second. Remind me in a few, Buffy, and I will. This isn't like, I'm not trying to say people are hypocrites. That's not where I'm going. Of course, people are absolute hypocrites. I say people, and I mean me. I mean me, and I mean you, and I mean the rest of us. And I'm a little bit tired of it as far as I think hypocrisy should be part of a boundary. Like what I mean by that is pointing it out if need be and getting away from it. And so I went to this festival yesterday. Huxley and I volunteered at a music festival in a town close by yesterday, and it was so much fun. And we got to meet a lot of new people, and there was a lot of people there, and it was hot in the beginning of the festival, but it started to really cool down. We got a little bit of rain, and just meeting people, talking to people is my thing anyway. And I was I was in charge of once we got kind of settled in with each job for the volunteer. Huxley, I'm not entirely sure what Huxley did because the guy who owned and was running the festival was going to have Huxley help point out where to park cars, but they had enough people for that. So the guy was like, okay, Becky, we love you, girl. The dude was like, Huxley, you just come with me. I'm going to have you do a little odd job. So he took Huxley with him. I was assigned next to two ladies that I'd never met to take people's tickets at the door and then stamp their hands. And one of the ladies was dealing with the cash. One of the ladies was taking credit cards on her phone, and I was taking tickets, tearing them, and then stamping hands. So what my point is to this, I got to know these ladies. And I mean, I was there for like 8 hours. I mean, I was there all day and it was fun, but I really made friends with one of them. And I think I'm going to go to lunch with her maybe next week, but I felt really bad because I did something that I really hate when people do this, and I'm mad at myself for it. So a close friend of mine told me about something a few weeks ago. And that close friend of mine is friends with the new lady that I met. And I assume they're good friends. And she told me something a few weeks ago that I was like, oh my God, no way. And I assumed, which was a really stupid thing to do, and not typically something that is kind of out of character for me. I assumed that the lady that I met yesterday knew about this, what I was told a few weeks ago. So I opened my mouth about it when I was sitting with her. Hey, Original Ann, I'm so glad you're here. And the lady next to me went, what? What happened? And I went, oh no. That's a gossip thing that women do. And I was not trying to gossip. What happened? I can't tell. I don't want to say what it is. Obviously, I already made this mistake. But I went into it saying, I'm so bummed that blah, blah, blah. I said, because I wish that it had to do with, a piece of it had to do with me. And so I was talking about the part of it that had to do with me. And she was like, no way. And I said, oh, shit. And I was like, how am I going to deal with this? Because I hate gossip. I hate drama. I am the last person on earth that's going to be like, did you hear? What do you think? Like, I don't like that shit. As a matter of fact, if you do it to me, I'm automatically judging you. I'm like, boy, I wonder what you say about me. I put it right back on you. So if you come to talk shit about somebody that I know, I'm actually not thinking about that person at all, which was your intention, was for me to go, she what? That's not like her. Actually, it backfires on you if you're going to do that to me, because I'm sitting here going, why would you tell me that? Why would you come to me with that? What the hell do you say about me if you're talking about her like that, right? That's my first few questions. I'm like, this isn't productive at all. This is like super gossip show, and I don't do gossip fest. This is why I don't really have a lot of friends. And this is why I also can't seem to keep friends, because I don't like that. So I did that last night. And when I walked home, oh my God, I had to walk through like a forest, and it was terrifying. They were like, my car was really parked far, and I got a ride to the festival to get there. And I left at 9:00 last night with Huxley. And I was like, how am I going to get back to my car? No one gave me a ride. I'm in my little skinny, tiny flip-flop sandals. And they were like, just walk through the forest over there, and you're going to go down the railroad tracks. And I was like, excuse me? This isn't Stand By Me. I was like, I'm not getting murdered. What the I was like, I don't have hiking boots on, and I don't own hiking boots. Like, I'm not going to die for this festival. That's ridiculous. It was unbelievable. I had to do it anyway. Hey, Puka Vista. I had to hold on to my son. I literally had to walk through railroad tracks, and like, I passed a little tiny bear, and he told me which way. He was like, your car's down there. Keep our forests clean. And I was like, holy Lord. Wait, what? If they talk about you, they talk about you to people. Absolutely. Linda, do Scientologists gossip? Not a dumb question ever, Linda. No, Verbo Boss. It's okay though. They offered to. I just said I don't mind the walk. So, hey, Vicky. Did the muskrats help? Yeah, Kim is blue. Everybody was like, help her to her car. She's a hero. Watch her as she goes. Scientologists don't gossip at all. This is the biggest thing I miss about Scientology. I miss it. They stab you in the front. They write a report on you. It's the snitch culture. And they hand it to you to your face. And they go, I wrote a report on you. Here you go. Let's get back to business. Like, Scientologists are not allowed to gossip, guys. Now, other ex-Scientologists might stand up right now and go, that's a lie. My experience, where I grew up in my org, they did not. They did not. It's called nattering. That's our word for it. And Scientology is called nattering. Nattering. If you are caught nattering, what that means is you have overts and withholds on that individual. So we are hardcore trained not to natter. You know why? Because if you start nattering, give you an example, and this was a banger. It sucked. One time I was in session, and I mean, they take nattering as, let me think of the lightest thing I can think of. Yeah, she's athletic, but I just didn't think she was great when she tried basketball. She tried out for basketball. She was better at volleyball, but she wasn't great at basketball. That's nattering in Scientology. You committed a crime on that person. I'm not kidding. If you get caught doing that, let's say her name is Sarah, and I'm like, Sarah's, she was better at volleyball. I just didn't think that she was good at basketball. She wasn't as good at it. She just didn't seem to make it as well on the team. Whatever I say. The auditor would immediately stop everything going on in that session and go, I see. Let me ask you a question. Has Sarah missed a withhold on you? On the question, has Sarah missed a withhold on you? Has anything been suppressed? You cannot gossip about people in Scientology. You can't. So I don't do it. I think it's ugly. I think it's gross. You look like a pathetic turd that won't blush. When people come up and they're like, did you hear? Just so you know. Like, I love the people who think they're good at it. And they're like, just so you know, I think you need to know. Like, I don't give a shit how you do it. You can approach me any way you like. You're gossiping. And I spot it a mile away. Kim is blue. You probably wouldn't do so well, girl. Abigail, a troublemaker plants seeds of strife. Yes. Gossip separates the best of friends. Yes. See, I didn't even know the Bible did stuff like this. Better to be patient than powerful. We may throw the dice, but the Lord determines how they fall. Ooh, I need to take a picture of that one. Damn, Abigail, that's hardcore. Woo-wee, girl. That was a good one. That's Old Testament, as I would have guessed. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. And that is a zinger, guys. Speaking of the Bible, Huxley and I decided driving home last night, I said, I have an idea and I want to run it by you. What do you think? And he said, well, shoot, what do you got? And I said, every night for 30 minutes, I want to start 30 minutes. We can go up to an hour, but every night for 30 minutes, I said, I want us each to take our Bibles out and I want to pick different stuff out of the Bible. And then I want to ask you what it means to you and how would you apply that to your life? And then I'm going to tell you what it means to me and how I could apply it to my life. And I want to start reading the Bible. And he said he's reading about Adam and Eve right now. He asked me last night who Moses was. And I was like, I got nothing. But luckily last night, after we got home, we talked to Tommy and Tommy explained it to us. And I was like, thank you. So we're going to read the Bible every night. Abigail, I don't think he has the same version as me, but I'll have to look. And if he doesn't, we'll just read out of my Bible. We'll just pick together something out of my Bible. But we're going to do that every night so we can learn the Bible together and then figure out how it applies to us. Because I love the scriptures that Abigail puts up, and it's important to me. I want to start reading it and understanding it. So that was a side note. But I broke my own rule by telling this woman. Now, again, I didn't go to this woman and go, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you about the gossip. Thanks, Renee B. Thanks, Anne. So I told her it was a mistake. So I got home and I sent my friend a text who, Dawn Gloves. I sent my friend a text who originally told me the story. Okay. And I said, hey, I need to come clean about something. I said, I first of all, thank you for having us. Thanks for asking us to volunteer. I said, I had a great time. However, I said, I really messed up. And I have to blow my nose again. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the rain or if it's this room. Hold on. I get nasally sounding and I don't like that. Yeah, Abigail, I think it's a great idea. But here's what I said. I said, I need to come clean about something. I said, and it might be the bleach actually, because it's in my throat and I can feel it. Good point. I said, I spoke to this woman that you introduced me to, and I said that she knew the story you had told me. And I said, I told her the story. And I said, I really, really, Moses was a badass. Reese, you remind me of him in some ways. He was very passionate about his beliefs. I love that, Shelly. What a compliment. Thank you, babe. I said, I violated my own Right. And I said, I know that we're new friends and you don't know me that well. However, I said, I am not a gossip girl. You never have to worry about me telling your business, even though I did it tonight. I said, you never have to worry about me spilling the beans on anything. That's not my thing. I do not rush to tell people anything, even my family. My damn family doesn't know much about me. I don't share a lot these days. I'm pretty closed up. But even things I'm cool with sharing, I really don't share much. I've been burned a lot lately. And so I'm just kind of like taking a step back. And I just really felt horrible about this. And hey, Alicia, she wrote me back and she said, not a problem at all. She goes, I actually talked to her about it after you left. And she said, it wasn't a problem at all. You're fine. Don't worry about it. But I still wasn't. And I just wrote her back and I said, look, I'm glad you guys talked about it. But I said, I need to clear the air though. Like I'm not trying to sell myself. I don't need to tell you what kind of person I am. You can judge me based on my character all you want. So I'm going to let you do that. I don't need to explain myself other than I said, I just want you to understand I feel bad about it and it's not my style and it will never happen again. And she was like, it's okay. Hey, daughter of the king. So I felt hypocritical about that. I felt a little hypocritical. Kim is Blue says, you were probably just trying to relate to a friend. And two, you didn't mean to tell anything. Absolutely the facts. I was not, I'm a lot of things, guys. Like I'm very, very flawed in a lot of ways. And I'm new at friendships. I'm not great at it. Yeah, Jojo, but I definitely will never be malicious and go, guess what? Blah. I hate women like that. And I said women because I'm trying to make female friends. And I do not like women who come at me with, you're not going to believe this. Get away from me. Like, that's just toxicity. I am learning so much about friendships lately that I'm like, I'd rather be alone. What was it that we said the other day? I would rather adjust my life to your absence than adjust my boundaries to your disrespect. I am learning. Yeah, Jojo, I am learning so much that self-care almost applies more to who you hang around. Females are tricky, Renee B. Your entire happiness and well-being is so fragile that I don't think we pay attention enough to the poisonous, low-quality people that we hang around sometimes. And I know what I just said. Liv's mom, Carol, I love you. I haven't seen you in forever. I love Carol. I'm so glad you didn't leave us. Hear me again what I just said. I was talking to Huxley about this yesterday. I was like, son, he was talking about this mean kid at school. There's different levels of quality to people. Do I need to do it? I feel like I need to hear it again. I need to hear it again.
There are 3 types of people in your life. Listen closely. The first person is the person that comes into your life, and it's God's perfect will that you all be connected forever. Thank God for them and protect them at all costs. The second type of person is the person that comes into your life, but it's God's perfect will that y'all only be connected for a season. These are the people we mess up with because we make seasonal people lifetime people. And you wonder why you're always frustrated with these individuals, or it seems like y'all just don't get along no more. It's because you're forcing relationships to last beyond their appointed time. Seasonal people are good, but just know when the season is up. The third person that's in your life, these are the people that come into your life, and y'all were not supposed to be connected at all. It wasn't supposed to be anything more than a hello, God bless you, and goodbye. And here you are in relationships, in business, in partnerships with individuals frustrated beyond measure simply because you got yoked up with somebody who you were never supposed to yoke up with, not for a lifetime or a season. So you got.
Okay. His name is Marcus Gill, Tara Jackson. I don't know who he is, but I really like him. Number 2, JoJo, all the way. And I don't think that we apply self-care enough to this at all. I don't think we pay attention because some people in our lives, we're so used to them being around, or so used to having an everyday conversation with them, or they're always there. And yeah, Tara. And so I think we lose sight of that. Yeah, if you say so. And then they sink us. They slowly sink us, those people, because they were only meant to be there for a season. And that's why you wonder why you're frustrated all the time and you're feeling a little bit toxic. So I found out yesterday, funnily enough, while I was talking to this lady that I broke my own rule and told her things about, someone who, I'm not going to name this person, I absolutely could. Someone, hey, Wisconsin Barb, who attacked me on about my channel. It's hard to explain who they are. It's not any one of our haters, guys. Don't go there. But somebody who attacked me about something specific with where I was yesterday. I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to bring up drama. The point is, the reason I'm bringing it up, the guy who attacked me, who said that I'm like this really bad person, and is a preacher. I found that out yesterday. He's a preacher. People are not always who we think they are. Joe. It's not anyone on our channel, guys. It's not anyone in our chat. It's someone who was in the past. It pertained to where I was yesterday. Kind of came out swinging and attacked me and all that. And Gim is Blue is a preacher. And I am so more interested and loving with God. And I'm so much more understanding, I feel like, of people. Hey, Rika. Yeah, Rika, that's unfortunate. No, Abigail, I haven't. Well, a lot of you are saying I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked, but it makes me sad. And some of the friends I've lost recently were similar situations, obviously not that, but similar. Like, I've had so many people say things to me that are just like, well, you shouldn't do this. And there's some people out there, I've said this before. Yes, Tashbits. There's some people that I've said this before. I think they think I need to be saved in some weird way. Like, I need to be saved. And so they think I need to be taught everything. Like, I'm this newborn that needs to be told everything. Now, you're not wrong there. Like, there's a lot I don't know. Well, here's the thing, Catherine B. I love preachers and I believe in being Christian. And I learned from that stream that we did, Christians to me are just people who are trying to be more like Christ. Yes, Lori, absolutely. Melissa, I'm not going to get into it, but you can figure it out for yourself there. I believe in Christianity. I believe in Christians. It's not going to slow down my beliefs. It actually just speeds them up more. But it makes me think more and more, just talk to God. Just be close to God. I am so close to God. I talk to God all day now. Do you guys remember when I used to feel nervous and I was taking up too much of his time and it was so weird? I used to talk to God and I'd be like, I know you don't have a lot of time, but and I would like say it really fast. I was like, I don't want to take up too much time, but I just really quick. I was like, I just felt like God's busy and I don't want to waste his time. Damn, there's a lot of effed up situations going on and people, right? So I used to be like, hey, just really fast, like really quick. I would rattle it off. I don't feel that way anymore. And I just talk to God all the time. I talk to God all the time. I talk to God like he is my closest friend. I'm like, do you remember that one time when I was in a pickle? And I'll just start laughing. And I'm like, I know you were there. I know you were there. I know you saw that. He was like, I saw that. Um, Jennifer Eber. Um, so I just talk to God now. I don't know how you're supposed to talk to God. Like I don't start it with uh Lord Almighty, blah, 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 Father God. Like I don't do all that. I don't know how to do all that. I don't go to church and I haven't read the Bible. I just talk to God like he's right next to me. Like I talk to Fred. I talk to Fred all the time too, but I talk to God very much like I'm just like, you old silly. You know me. You knew that was going to come out that way. Uh, Angie Mo, your spiritual life should be one of discovery, not one of compliance. Bingo. I love that. Yes, Just Joan, and I do. Angie Mo, that's beautiful. I love that. Not one of compliance, because I came from a life of compliance and no consent. It was all compliance and no consent. Angie Mo, thank you for that. That's beautiful. Thank you for the super chat. Um, yeah, just talk to God. God created you because he loves you and wants to talk to you every single one of us and every single one of us. Exactly. And I've been talking to Huxley about that. I'm like, just talk to God. Just talk to God. He's totally listening. He's there. Um, don't befriend angry people or associate with hot-tempered people, or you will learn to be like them and endanger your soul. Dang, that's deep. Old Testament Abigail. Don't befriend angry people or associate with hot-tempered. This is so spot on. I do not associate with hotheads. I do not like it. Scientologists are hotheads. I don't do it. Abigail, that's lovely, and thank you for the super chat. I came from being in a cage. I'm absolutely like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I just feel very different about people coming at me now going, here's what needs to happen. Here's what you need to do. And Joe Virus, for the right reasons, I've had some bad experiences lately. I've had some really bad experiences lately. And I always tend to hang out with older people, always. All of my friends, all the people I date, everybody's always older than me. There's a pattern here. And I think it's because I have this idea in my head that the older the person, or if they're just older, and I mean older, like at least 10 years, they've got to have their shit together. And they're not going to be hypocritical, and their behavior will be stable because they will have worked on themselves. They'll be full of wisdom. Not the case. Not the case. And I need to stop bullshitting myself about that. A 21-year-old could be way more wise and better off than a 65-year-old, because it all depends on how much you self-reflect and how much it's all in your fucking character. Character doesn't get shiny when you get older. It doesn't. It doesn't shine up magically because you turned 50, right? Maturity doesn't come with age. Wisdom doesn't come with age, right? It's about your character. It's about how you treat others. And my biggest thing, I have no friends really anymore. I've lost all my friends, my close friends. And you know what it is? I am not going to hang out with anyone anymore. No one's going to have access to me. The biggest thing that matters to me these days, and I mean this, I am not just saying it. My sister Sam taught me a lot about accountability in the last week or so. Yeah, Liz, and I am not hanging out with people anymore who cannot own their shit. Who absolutely cannot, for the life of them, take some kind of accountability. I cannot stand people anymore who are like, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. Well, maybe you heard it wrong. You better grow the fuck up. Are you serious? I'm so, like, again, I said, I'm a lot of things. I'm not sitting here saying I'm the best that we'll ever be. But accountability, like reading my sister's email, and then when she said, do you guys remember when I said, I responded and I said, I get it, but it was all our dad. It was originally him. He messed you up so much. And that's why you turned to drugs. And that's the truth. She was a kid. She was like 13, just like me. Okay. Is it my fault that I slept with a 24-year-old when I was 14? No. The accountability isn't there. I used to blame myself for it. And I used to say I should have known better. And I pulled that in. Yes, it does, Renee B. And I will die with no friends if that's how it has to happen. What did she say? She wrote back and she said, I appreciate you trying to say this is because of dad. But she said, you need to put this on me. You need to give it to me, is what she said. You need to give this to me. I really want to go see my sister. I want to fly to see her really badly. I would like to do that. I haven't even brought that up to her, but at some point soon, I'd like to go see her. But she said that you've got to give this to me. I want to tell everyone right here, right now, it feels so fresh. You feel so light. You feel so good to say, that's on me. I had no problem typing that text last night saying I did something and I need to come clean on it. I need you to know what I did and I'm sorry. And it's out of character for me to do that. I'm not a gossip girl. Hey, Iwa, I felt, even if, let's say she were to reject it, let's pretend she wrote me back and was like, well, I don't accept your apology. I wish you wouldn't have done that. It's like forgiving someone. You're not doing it for the other person. You're doing it for you. Accountability isn't even for the other person. It's for you. Sending that text, I was like, it felt like when you forgive someone. I put it on her to forgive me for what I did. But if she didn't, I still felt good going, hey, I did something that I feel really awful about, and I need you to know about it. It feels so good to own your shit. Do you know what makes you feel bad? When someone comes to you and says, you hurt my feelings, and they go, that's on you. I didn't do that. You took it wrong. Grow up. Own up. Really? There is nothing, like, if I can teach Huxley anything, guys, he said to me today, what did he say? We were driving back from the gym. I took him to the gym. The highway was shut down. There was an accident. So I had to Google Maps a long way home in the country as it is. It took us like 40 minutes to drive home. That was good because we had a really nice talk. We talked about the Bible again. And then we talked about, he said something about, I know. He goes, I benched 190 today. And he was like, the other guy was only doing 140. And I said, okay, well, none of that matters. I said, that's cool. And I'm glad. But I said, and I'm glad that you have talent there, Hux. Like, I'm really into the fact that you found something you love. You're passionate about it. Right. And that's great. But I told him, I said, I don't want you to focus on your body too much because what really matters is your character. And he goes, let's talk about character. He goes, what is character to you, Mom? He was like, what does it mean to you? And I said, that's a great question. I said, character to me, the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of character is how you treat other people. Your character is how you treat people. But it's also how much you're humble, how accountable you are. Now, your character can be all bad things too, right? But to me, character is the guts of a person, not how much money they have. I was like, character, Huxley, is when you treat a billionaire the same way you would treat a homeless person. You would get the door for them. You would help them if you needed to. Integrity, being selfless. It's all of those things. But I said, character has nothing to do with your body. And I'm glad I didn't want to like tear it down. I knew that he was feeling success about his gym thing today. And I said, I don't want you to feel bad. Like I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be like Gene Wally here and go, I don't want to hear it. What'd you do on course? Like, I'm not trying to be my dad. But I took the opportunity to say, like, look, I'm glad. And I think it's cool that you're reaching a goal. But I said, Renee B, I said, Just remember though, what's most important above all else is how you treat others, and that you leave them feeling validated, that you leave people feeling seen and heard. And one day when you have a funeral, people will all gather in your presence at that funeral and reflect on how you made them feel. If you can do that, you've won. No one's going to come to your funeral, Huxley, and say, that dude could bench 200. That dude really had a rockin' body. He could really pump some iron. People are going to come to your funeral and go, he made me feel amazing. And I was poor as shit. And he gave me $5. Or I was this. And he gave me these words of wisdom. Or he was so good to me. When that's all they're going to do. And even before you're dead, so let's not focus on your funeral. Even before you're dead, people are going to reflect on how you make them feel all the time. I'm a YouTuber with over 5 million views. You don't think people around the globe are going, I remember that girl, I watched one of her streams. She really made me feel good about blah. Or I remember that girl, I watched one of her streams because that evil dude told me to go watch her. And he's right. She's an absolute piece of shit. I hate her. It doesn't matter. It could be good or bad. But it all, like in life and in death, people are only going to reflect on how they made you feel, how you made them feel. I mean, and I think about that. I think about that all the time. That's why people come in and go, I hate roll call. I don't like your channel because you interrupt to say hi to people. I'm so sorry. Then this is not the channel for you, because it's really important to me when my friends come in that I say hello to them. It's really important to me that I stop what I'm talking about when one of my friends says, my mother passed away this week. It's really important to me that we validate that person. We tell them we love them. They're in a good place in this community. And the whole community floods the chat with, I love you. We're here for you. We love you. And we're sorry that you lost your mother. Or Hope between the dreams, not feeling well and having to have a surgery. She knows we're here for her. If that bothers you, this isn't the show for you, because that's what the show is, right? Exactly, Anne. But all I'm really interested in this point is, I love that so much. Thank you, Joanne Holly. You make us feel important and that we belong somewhere. Love you, love it. All that matters to me is that people feel seen here. Like, people are going to come and go. And I don't want anybody here that doesn't want to be here. So, like, let those numbers drop. I kind of like what Tommy's doing. Tommy's like, I'm losing so many people. He's like, I hope to clean more house. Like, I'm kind of jumping on board with that. I'm like, good. Yes. Get off my channel. If you are not a person who's into growth, if you're not someone who has compassion for your fellow human being, if you're not someone who wants to do better and make people feel good and reflect on the effect you have on your fellow people, I will not have close friends going forward. I've lost 3 friends, and I believe that was God's way of going, let's clear a path here. Let's open some doors here. Let's make some breathing room. I will not have friends who blame shame game. And I'm not saying those people did that. I'm not saying like they left, they're not friends with me anymore because they were flawed. There was a lot I did too. Like, I'm not trying to say that. But I also realized that number 2 on that reel we just watched. Some people are in your life for a season. And when it's time for them to go, wish them well. I'm not trashing anyone. I will never name anyone, and I'll never throw anyone under the bus. I'll never give specifics because that's my private personal life. And I respect their private personal life. I would never do that. Yeah, Cheryl Anderson. I'm just saying, going forward, making new friends, I will be hey, Angel Kate, I will be much more specific about things I'm looking for, just like you would in a mate. Why do we do that on the Zoom call is a week from today? I am really looking forward to it. Why would we go through an entire dating profile site, right? What we like, what we don't like. Are we into athletic stuff? Do we like this? What kind of food? What kind of body type? Why aren't we doing that with our friends? In a lot of cases, we share and spend more time with our friends than we do our spouse or our partner. Like, hey, yeah, Cheryl, you are kind of your tribe is your vibe. So pick a good one because if you're hanging out with people who make you kind of go, or if you're hanging out with people who make you feel drained, if you're hanging out with people who make you feel bad about yourself every once in a while, that's self-care, guys. I love that. Armine says, "Isn't it amazing that you both hit 20,000 subscribers together? And now that you've worked on yourselves and being true to who you are, you're losing them at the same time and feeling good and grown so much." Love it. Me and Tommy, yes, I agree with that, Armine. We couldn't care. I mean, I say we like we're some we. He's doing his channel, I'm doing mine, but I couldn't care the fuck less right now. Go. We will march forward. I am a success whether people are here or not. I have things to say. I want to be a better person. I'm super flawed. I've effed people over. I've thrown people into the bus. I've talked bad about people behind their backs. I've done all of those things. I've been super shitty as a human being. And I don't want to do that anymore. And I'm a big believer in God. I'm a huge believer in Jesus. That's another thing. Somebody reached out to me and said, "I know that you're so like gung ho about God, and that's great, but just be careful there because you might trigger a lot of people and they might leave your channel because um, some people are confused about God or might have some like horrible story of trauma about God, and you need to be careful about what you say." Hey, Adele. And just maybe pull back a little bit. And they said, "I know that you're excited and you want to shout it from the rooftops, but just be careful marching forward there because you don't want to upset people." And I was like, do you know how long I've had to censor myself and follow the rules and be careful and don't do this, follow this policy or you're going to get in trouble? I don't have a boss. And I have never felt better than I do right now in my life with God in it. 100 times over. It's not anymore like I think I believe in God. I am 100% on board. I have seen things change right before my very eyes now that I talk to God and I understand the story of Jesus. That was why that stream was my favorite stream because Liz super chatted me and I literally it changed before my eyes. My whole mindset changed. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember that? It clicked. And I was like, I understand the Jesus thing now. I understand the story behind that. I understand the sacrifice. And it really rocked my whole world, my whole spirit. Everything shifted for the better. And it's been like this open communication now with God. Hey, Lumen, you think I'm going to shut that down because some fucking person is triggered? Are you serious? You know how many fucking people I trigger all day long? Hateable, relatable, Reese. Nice to meet you. Hateable. I am so hateable. People hate my tattoo. People hate my glasses. People get so angry and triggered about how much blush I wear. It's rocks your soul. People don't like my blonde hair. People can't stand that I have a child. People were so angry that I bought my 2023 hybrid Honda CRV that I traded that in because now I'm rolling high. I'm a high roller. People are angry that I have anthropology chairs. I'm not kidding. I saw it. They hate my fancy water, my clearly Canadian. Do you remember how pissed people got when I bought the fancy bread at the farmer's market that had like olives in it? People are mad that Angel K bought that peace sign because they looked up the price and they were like, "Are you serious? You would spend money on that bitch?" People are so triggered about every single thing I do. That's never going to change. People live in chaos. There are people out there that love to live in chaos. Unfortunately, I will not hold your hand through that. I won't pull you out of that. I won't even try to talk you out of the chaos you live in. I'm not going to live in misery with you, though. If you are triggered about something, I highly suggest you step the fuck away, get yourself a journal, start a YouTube channel, call a therapist, self-reflect, take a walk, drink some fucking tea. I prefer Haagen-Dazs. Shit, man. I don't know. Depends on my period and when I'm ovulating, but I love the chocolate peanut butter when I'm feeling thick, like I need something thick. I really like the cookie dough. Don't get the Ben & Jerry's cookie dough, though. It sucks. It sucks. Get the Haagen-Dazs. There's a lot of chunks of it in there, like overdoing it. If you are easily triggered, that's something that you need to take a look at. You are the common denominator, not me. People get pissed about how many pairs of glasses I have. People make videos making fun of it. People make videos making fun of my mole. People make videos. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to give that to you again. People make videos making fun of my mole. Do you think I'm going to reel it in when I feel inspired to talk about God? For fear that someone might be triggered? For fear that they can't find the exit button on their home device? Get out of here. That's not going to happen. I, for the first time, have a voice. And for the first time, I'm not being routed to ethics for using my voice. And for the first time, I have people who support me. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to scale back because you're uncomfortable. This whole world is fucking divided right now because you make me uncomfortable by talking about that. Then fuck off. Find a different room to go into. Good Lord. There's 8 billion people here. You know what I do when someone pisses me off? I leave. I move on. I don't gossip about it and freak the fuck out. Move on. Move on. I'm not saying you have to do what I do, but I'm saying this is my channel. Let's read Abigail's super chat. She's been waiting a long time. Hey, Furry Bun Bun. People are judgmental. People are incredibly hypocritical and incredibly judgmental. They don't want me to do it, but they do it. Do you understand? This whole world is that. People don't want you doing it. They don't want you to do better than them. For God's sakes, they don't want you to do better than them. They don't want you to succeed. People who live in chaos want to stay in chaos, and they want to drag you down into their chaos. They want you to listen to the gossip. They want you to hate that person with them. You can, yes, Tara Jackson, you can get mad all day long. And you're entitled to your feelings. I'm not even saying your feelings aren't valid. I guess they're valid. If you get triggered by Cindy Crawford moles, then I can't do anything for you. That's something you might want to Google or something, like there's all kinds of online options out there for you. But it's bizarre to me. Hey, old Charlie, that people reach out to me to go, hey, I'm really glad that you're into this God thing, but you might want to just be careful because you might lose subscribers on it. I've lost 4,000 fucking people. Bye. We'll get new ones. 8 billion people, guys. 8 billion people on planet Earth. 4,000 people. This ship will not sink. It will still stay afloat. It'll be a little lighter, actually. We'll probably enjoy it more. Hey, Honey Lou. Sorry I got off on a tangent there, but I'm really tired of people being fucking hypocrites. Stop being a hypocrite, or don't do it around me, because I think that's part of the self-care. Point it out. Point it out. Kim is blue. Just remember, people are nuts. But the godly will flourish like palm trees and grow strong. Lovely. Even in old age, they'll still produce fruit. They will remain vital and green. That's beautiful. Old Testament. I love that. Thank you, Abigail. Sorry that took me so long to read it. I went on a tangent there. Thank you, Abigail. So if you stop talking about Jesus, they'd all come back? No, of course not. I'd have to get my mole removed. I'd have to dye my hair. I'd have to get this tattoo removed. I'd have to pretend I never met Tommy Scoville and never say his name again. Although I lost a lot of people over Tommy, and they're probably never going to come back. But I have to still tiptoe around saying Tommy because that's a trigger word, and I don't want to say that. Fuck your life. I'm sorry. This is my home, and people come here to watch this stuff. And I don't do streams on God every day, and I don't do streams on Tommy Scoville. I've got other shit to do, like work on the layers of me that were indoctrinated for 38 years in the Church of Scientology. I'm not really interested in gossiping about other people. I'm not really interested in going over Tommy's life. I'm not really interested in making people feel worse about their insecurities. I'm here to validate people, make them feel heard, talk about God when I'm inspired by it, because I am impressed by God. And God has really shown me a lot of new doors and opportunities and perspective, new perspective on looking at things. And you know what the biggest perspective I've gotten that's new is understanding people more. And you might laugh because I just said, go fuck your life. Sometimes that's the best way to let people go. You got to do it. You got to just cut it loose, because some people want to live in chaos and they want to weigh you down. They want to weigh you down. So some of those people you have to say, go. You are toxic for me. I cannot hold your hand anymore. You don't want to grow. You don't want to change. You just want to stay sunk down in this shit, complaining about the same old complaints. You know what it reminds me of? Pink Floyd. Running over the same old ground, or have we found the same old fears? That's what those people are. Running over the same old ground. Well, Tommy's a good friend of mine, Lisane. So I wouldn't say he was a season. He's a very close friend of mine, and he's somebody I can trust. And I can't say that about a lot of people. He gives me good advice, but that's my private life. And if somebody doesn't like Tommy, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not trying to sell Tommy to you. Hey, Kimberly in Japan, I'm not up here going, please listen to me. Tommy's a good guy. Please buy into it. Go subscribe to his channel. I don't give a shit. Like him or don't like him, right? Like, I don't care. And Lee's saying I'm not yelling at you, by the way. I'm just fired up. It's a fact. Those people are running over the same old ground, and they have found the same old fears, the same old shit, and they just want to live in that chaotic place. And I can't do that with people. And the same the hypocrisy knows no bounds. There's no accountability. It's nothing but finger pointing and blaming and shaming. There's no growth. I want to get out of that. You know, I saw something, and I'm sure, Abigail, I'm sorry. I did this to you again. You're so nice to super chat me, and I'm sorry. For I am not ashamed of this good news about Christ. It's the power of God at work, saving everyone who believes. This good news tells us how God makes us right in his sight. See, that's so fitting for what we're talking about. I love that, Abigail. Thank you for that. That's beautiful. That's New Testament, guys. Abigail, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Carrie Ann. I love you, girl. Thanks for being a member. Some people do like to hide in chaos. And then what do? Those people are the people who are like, oh, I don't do drama. What'd you say? Like, ugh, I don't like it. You're running over the same old ground, and you've found the same old fears. And I'm going higher than that. I'm not interested in that. I did that for 38 years in Scientology. I'm not really interested in that. I read something the other day. The eagle has one, what was it? The eagle has one, I love that, Angie Mo. Subscribe to Tommy or don't. That's not what I'm here for. I got my channel, he has his channel, but I will not hide the fact that I am friends with Tommy. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't want to hide it. Hey, Heather Carr. And if people unsubscribe to me over that, goodbye. I'm so sick of it. Do this, but don't do that. Hey, Dawn Gloves. It makes me think of the end of The Devil's Advocate where Al Pacino goes, look, but don't touch. Touch, don't taste. Taste, don't swallow. That's how I feel sometimes. Hey, no one. Look, don't touch. Touch, don't taste. Taste, don't swallow. Hopscotch, hopscotch. Jump around for all these people. Let's make everybody happy. Don't trigger that. Don't do that. You might want to keep quiet about that. Don't give your opinion. I'm kind of over it. And I'm not trying to trigger people. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to make people feel unwanted or unseen. It's the opposite. But please let me be me. Let me make mistakes. Let me see the error of my ways, right? Like, let me step into that shithole. Like, let me do it. It's okay. I'll be all right. And I will own up to what I did if I do something wrong. I promise I will. But I saw this really cool thing the other day. Eagles only have, they're like the largest or I don't know, most majestic or some shit. Eagles only have one bird that tries to be a predator to them. That's what it was. One predator. Yeah, Muffet Lou, I love that song. Thanks, Liz. I'm not here to offend anyone. Not ever, not at all. But that goes both ways. You're not here to offend me either. Let's be clear about that. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but if you're here to hurt mine, no, it doesn't go that way just because I'm on the screen and you can be behind a keyboard saying mean shit. I'm a human being. That's not cool. A crow. The eagle only has one predator, and it's a crow. And what the crow does, crows are incredibly smart, and they get on the eagle's back, and they cling onto the eagle's back. And what does the eagle do? He flies higher, and the eagle goes so high, he can go way higher than the crow. He goes so high that the crow can't get that high, and he's up in an atmosphere where he can't breathe or something anymore. I love that about you, Renee B. And the crow has to fall off. He has to fall off his back because the eagle goes too high. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. We're going higher. I'm not interested in these people who want to jump on our backs and be chaotic, meddlers, no accountability people, blame shamers, gossipers, haters. That's what the crows are. We're the eagle, guys, for sure. Do not get that mixed up. We are the eagle. We're going higher. We're just going to go higher into a higher atmosphere then. We're going to go up to where people can't do that to us. I am not interested in people freeloading and hopping on us going, hey, did you hear this? Let's be that. Yeah, in Scientology, Joe, SPs are called chaos merchants. Merchants of chaos. Abigail, walk with the wise and become wise. Ooh, I like this already. Associate with fools and get in trouble. Trouble chases sinners while blessings reward the righteous. Old Testament. We got to take a picture of that. Whoops, that's my flashlight. Ooh, I like that a lot, Abigail. I like that a lot. Yeah, Joe, I like that. This is why you hate crows. They can piss off into the forever. They sure can. And I love that. I love this, Abigail. Thank you for the super chat, but that was powerful. I really only want to be around people who, guys, like, you won't be successful if you hang out with losers all the time. And I'm not into calling people losers, but I mean it by the very definition. People who lose, who want to lose, who want you to lose. I really am only interested in people who have good things to talk about and don't shit on other people. I'm not saying we don't laugh at other people's expense and we can be dark here with the dark humor, and it's fun to do and it's fun to get silly, but like, I don't want to harm anybody. There's a big difference. And I don't want to be the person ever. I will go the rest of my life with no friends. I don't want to be the person ever who is like, that wasn't me. I didn't do that. That's on you. Sorry. Sorry about your luck. That's you. Not cool. And I don't want people doing it to me. Why? Why the hypocrisy? Why can't people just be themselves? Why can't we just own who we are? Flawed, makes mistakes. I was so embarrassed about that last night, what I did to that lady when I told the other lady's business. I thought, "Oh, man." I mean, I really had to process it. I was like, "God, I hate that I did this. I am not that woman. I am not the woman who's like, guess what? That ain't me." And it was me last night, inadvertently. I mean, I didn't mean to, but I still did it. It's still not okay. You still got to own it. No, Joe, I'm not a gossip girl. And I had to really think about it. I was driving home and I thought, how do I want to handle this? I can't just pretend it didn't happen. Or I could have. I could have been an asshole and pretended it didn't happen. But I messaged her immediately when I got home. And I thought, I said, I got to come clean about something. I did something that I feel really bad about. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm not saying be like me. I'm just saying, let's just make a little room to grow. I love you, Angel K. Like learning that, again, I had this idea all my life that if I have older friends, it's safe. Older people are safe. They're accountable. They're wise. They see they see what they've done. Like what I think about when I think of older people, I think those ears and those eyes have seen and heard so much. Surely they've got so much experience under their belt that they're not going to be harmful. They're not going to be chaotic. They're going to be humble. They're going to have strong character. They're going to be accountable. Jeez, that's not true. That is so not true. Angie Mo, they do. It sucks because it's a letdown. I'm like, oh man, you're like 65 and we're still doing this. We're going to do this right now, or you're just going to like dodge any responsibility, or worse, you're not going to even have a conversation. Now, some things you don't want. I mean, I've left relationships where like people will say to me like, wow, Reese, it's very Scientology of you. You're not even going to have a conversation. Hey, Marissa Martin. Yeah, Tara Jackson. Reese, this is your channel, says Joanne Hawley, and your core people here will always be here. And like you always say, if a topic is uncomfortable, just go and come back another time. Personally, I love it here. I don't know why we can't do that. That's just good common sense right there. Like you don't have to go right. It's Joanne, you're so spot on. It's like when you go to a restaurant and you have a bad meal. Do you need to go home and write a 16 paragraph review on that? I mean, if it makes you feel better, I guess so. Do you need to go do that? Like really write down and describe the mashed potatoes for the public? All right. Seems odd. Like just don't go back. Just don't go back. Like maybe you need to find something to do. Maybe you need to get busier. That's how I look at that. Like you have too much time on your hands. Thank you, Joanne. It's not exactly the same as what you just said, but if the topic sucks tonight, just tune out. We love you. You're welcome here all the time. And I'm not trying to chase people off. I probably already have. Thank you, Joanne, for the super chat, babe. That was some wisdom there. I'm not trying to tell people to leave. But I am going to stick up for me and I am going to stand up for me. Don't come at me saying, hey, you shouldn't talk about that. You're going to trigger people. Don't come at me saying like, not a good idea. You know, some people have gone through that. I don't think that's a good idea. I spent 38 years of it not being a good idea. Scientology censors everything you could possibly imagine. I can't even keep things to myself in here because I'm put on the cans and they go, what are you looking at? What are you thinking about right there? What are you thinking about? You can't even keep a thought to yourself in here. They climb in. So please, like, I'm not chasing people off, but if this isn't for you, unsubscribe. And if this particular topic isn't for you, you're in luck because we won't talk about it the next day, most likely. This is truly like Seinfeld. It's about nothing. And we do different stuff every single day, every day. Abigail, why worry about a speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? Hypocrite. First, get rid of the log. That's terrifying. A log in your eye? Well, I don't know that that's possible, but first, get rid of the log in your own eye. Then you will see well enough to deal with the speck in your friend's eye. New Testament. That's hardcore. That's hardcore. And it's so true. Isn't that simple? And I'm not saying we don't all do it, guys. I have been a hypocrite thousands of times. I have not practiced what I preach many times. I'm just trying to do better. I'm trying to shine myself up, polish myself up a little bit. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus here. It's me that I'm trying to fix. But while I'm trying to fix me, I also notice other people. Abigail, thank you for that. That was a good one. That was quite fitting, honestly. Liz Tricks, accountability is not a flower that grows in everyone's garden, much like common sense. So true. So true. I just wish it did. It's bizarre when people try to back out of shit. Thank you, Liz, for the super chat too. I really appreciate this, guys. People still talking about TMI need to seriously move on. We're going to talk about vagina flaps if we want to. She's right. We're still going to talk about sex. We're still going to go into the dark humor. We're still going to do those silly ass shows like we did yesterday. It was such a silly ass show, or 2 days ago, Friday. I don't think there's a topic that wouldn't trigger someone. Exactly. If you hate, which I love, but if you hate Brussels sprouts, why consider eating them? If you can't stand the show Friends, why would you watch it? Right? Like, none of that makes sense to me. If you got the screaming shits from a restaurant, why would you go back? I mean, it's done that to me many times when I eat Chipotle, but I don't care. I'm always going to do it. I tried their green salsa for the first time. Who told me to try it? I'd never tried it. I always get the hot. I love Brussels sprouts. Kim is blue. It was really good. It was really good. Whoever recommended that, I can't remember, but it was quite tasty. Brussels sprouts are fire, Tara Jackson, and I don't know why people don't like them. It's unbelievable. I love asparagus. When someone triggers you, don't allow your brain to fire the bullets, Shelley. Yes. Yeah. I could not believe, I don't know why I was surprised. I could not believe this particular person who hated me and tried to chase me out of town and tell me, reached out to my parents to say, like, I mean, I was really bullied for a minute there. The person is a preacher. I am tired of hypocrisy. Be a raging, dick-swinging asshole all day long. They're everywhere. The woods is full of them. I think my dad used to say that. The woods is full of them. Be that way. This is the only thing. By the way, I would like to do another specifically Christian like questions stream. And Huxley might have some questions too. And I said, maybe our channel would be cool with this again. I really enjoyed that religious stream, but we would obviously have to title it so people don't come who don't want to come. But here's my thing that like really has always confused me. I'll tell you right now, if you run around saying you're Christian, to me, that is such a red flag. I've met way too many people who are like, I'm a Christian. And then they turn around and pull some shit like that. I have met so many people who do this Christian stuff and then throw in my face what I am, which is I was in a cult. I've had them say to me, like, I'm a Christian race. I'm not a Scientologist. Like, is that Christ like? What does Christian mean to you? I got to blow my nose again, guys. Sorry. These glasses are like 10 pounds. Hold on. Sorry. True Christians let their faith shine without saying it. Yes, Buffy, Abigail is correct. And I'm tired of it. And I may just have to say something next time. And it's not my style. I don't want to point out anybody's flaws to them, by the way. Like, that's not where I'm going with this. Like, I would rather sit back and let people pretend. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you just keep telling yourself that. That's how I feel about it. You just keep telling yourself that. You know, people who want to do the blame shame game, or the people who won't take accountability, and they're just like, yeah, Kim is blue. And they're just kind of like, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I wouldn't say something like that. You just keep telling yourself that. Like, I don't even want to have a conversation with you. Because you know the fucking truth, don't ya? You do. You're well aware of the shit that, by Laura Stevenson's life. Never heard of you before, but you're awfully cute. Is this a bye like I'm leaving your channel? I can't tell, but welcome and goodbye. Hey, whine a little bit more. Hypocrites are a dime a dozen, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, Muffet Lou, that's unfortunate. But at the same time, I think about people like, oh, that was the other hypocrite I wanted to talk about. That was it. That was it. Don't leave yet, everybody. Okay. Oh, love you, Jojo. You get to go, girl. Hey, Hux. Can you let your sister out? Thank you, son. Smart. Hope between the dreams. Guys, here's the other thing. I was thinking about this. And it's neither here nor there, but it was part of the stream, and I remembered it, and I wanted to bring it up. There's a quote that says, live in such a way that those who know you but don't know God, will come to know God because they know you. Yes, Rachel. Exactly. Thank you, Humberdink. I was thinking about the hypocrite stuff. You know what I think bothers me the most? Now that I'm such a believer in God, I don't like people who play with God like that. Reese, my heart is broken for you. That Scientology is a mixed up of jumble of crap, and any of us would be fighting our way out. I also give great kudos for continuing. B Lady, I can't believe you're still here on your birthday, girl. Thank you for that. But happy birthday, more importantly. I think it's people who play and mess with God that really piss. The hypocritical stuff. We're human beings. People are fucking hypocrites. Like, how many people have like called me fat that turn around and shovel cheeseburgers into their mouths? Like, that's gonna happen, right? Like, we've all done it. People are hypocrites. I think what happens for me is the hypocrisy with the God. Why are you playing with God? That seems like a gamble. That feels like a bet you're gonna lose, right? Like, why are you messing with that? So that's more. I just realized I'm narrowing this down. You want to call me like, Reese wears too much blush, and then we all know you wear too much blush. Like, do it hard, go for it, really lay it on. Call me fat. Like, I don't give a shit about any of that. It's the God thing that bothers me. So here's what I was thinking. When I was married to Jeff, he would preach God to me. And he would say things like, well, I'm a Christian and you're not. You wouldn't understand. You're not going to heaven. He would say stuff like that to me. And I was like, boy, you're really selling God on me. Interesting. I really want to believe based on what you're saying. Yeah, Buffy, love you too. I do have a lot of blush on tonight, B Lady. he would say those things. He would be like, well, you're going to hell. Jeff said that to me a few times. Jeff would be like, Kim is blue. You hit it before I did. Jeff would literally be like, you're going to hell, bitch, as he's wheeling his wheelie bag out to go to a hooker party. He'd literally be packing his tuxedo to go to the prostitution ring. And he'd be like, you're going straight to hell, girl. I don't know what to tell you. Those pesky ass Scientologists, you guys are all going to be in flames. Up in smoke, Reese. Up in smoke. I'll be back, sweetheart. Have a good weekend. I'm gonna go swim in some tit soup. I'll be back. That's my issue. Straight to hell for you, girl. I feel at home here. It's warm and welcoming. Bad timing. I love you, Riley's human. Thank you for being a member. And I hope you do feel at home, even though this subject. Thanks, Joe. Why would he marry a non-Christian? Good point. I hate that shit. Not going to heaven if you're not Christian. Exactly, Joe. It's weird. To the haters out there, Reese is not fat and her skin is beautiful. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Well, I love you, Angel. When Jeff went off to these parties, did he consider it cheating on you? Absolutely not, birthday girl. Absolutely not. Abigail, I've done this scripture before, but I think this is what Rachel means. Let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. That's beautiful. I don't remember it before, so I'm glad you did it again. Hey, Sophia. He lived in his own swamp. Dude was an ogre. Not the good kind. Abigail, that's beautiful. New Testament. Thank you for the super chat again. Thank you, babe. Hey, Pat Jonas, by the way, I hope you had fun shopping for her birthday money stuff the other day. Hope between the dreams. Wow. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Hey, baby Lilybad. Well, the reason I'm laughing even more about that is one of the jesters, and I will not name this dude, one of the super evil ones, he hated me. He absolutely hated me. And if you are troubled or doubting, if you are one of God's children, stop. God created you for a purpose and you are finally on your way. I'm not doubting anything to do with my relationship with God. I absolutely know that I am one of God's children and he accepts and loves me. So I'm not doubting that at all. And nobody will ever shake that. Not one person will ever shake my relationship with God. Thank you, Hope. Hey, Joyce. Joyce Drager, I love you, girl. There's evil afoot, for sure. There's some evil jesters afoot. The dude that hated me the most really hated me. And little guy. Hey, Crafty Carrie Hims was just a little guy. And he was just ridiculous. He was absolutely ridiculous. I laughed all the time that like Jeff would even be friends with someone like this. He just was a spewing little angry troll. Like he was just always Joe. He was just very nasty and unhappy. Every time he was near me, he was very rude to me. And he did some work on the side with Jeff for a while. And I thought that was a terrible idea because the dude hated me and he made it very clear. And Jeff was like, so what? Let him grab your tits. That's how he was, remember? Oh, yeah, Jessamine. He was Miscavige little, but he was extremely overweight. So he was a big dude, but short, very small. Kim is blue. And this particular guy, like I went through Jeff's phone once. Catherine B. I love you, girl. I went through Jeff's phone once and this guy actually took a trip with us once and like he trashed the shit out of me. I have pictures of it. If anyone wants to see, I took screenshots, of course, of all of it. You know me. And he like wrote to Jeff and he was like, your wife is a menace. He was like, she's a bitch. He was like, you need to get rid of her. She's destroying everything in your life. He was like, she's a terrible person. Are you making this up? I love it. Debbie Zito, don't stop. Everybody needs to be using that in their daily vocabulary. There's evil afoot. Are you making this up? And if you're not comfortable with saying that, just say, that sounds unlikely. So if you're not comfortable looking someone in the eye and going, are you making this up? Just say, it seems unlikely. And then just make a face. If you're not comfortable being like, that seems unlikely, just do it, just twist your mouth and go, that seems unlikely. Do that. They'll love it. Just go, that seems unlikely. Unlikely. And then they'll leave and you'll be like, well, that worked. Why didn't I do that 20 years ago? I've been married to him forever. I was sick of him. It'll get him out of the house. So this dude, no joke, I've got the text. He was like, your wife's a menace. Your wife's awful. The bunny foo-foo face. Was that what that was? Oh, do Debbie's face? Oh, Debbie Zito. When I saw her in person and I told her something and I was trying to show compassion for the individual and I was telling a horrible story about him, I was like, it's sad though, even though they were a horrible person and everyone knows it. I was like, isn't that sad? And I looked at Debbie and she was like, if you're ever around Debbie Zito and the situation calls for seriousness, do not look at her. Do not look. Don't look at Meredith Lynn either. Okay, so this mother effer, the cellist and his little tiny friend, Bunny Teeth, just go, that seems unlikely. Just do it like that. I was a menace, Reese the menace. Yeah, so I was a menace and he was like, your wife's a fucking nightmare. And he was just like really saying some shit. And of course I took photos of it. And oh, Liz Tricks, you're so cute with Debbie Zito. This dude, this, hey, sunshines, this mother effer, this fucking shit ass Muppet Lou, this jester, this guy was a jester. Did I say that? Did I mention that? Not just Jeff. This dude was a jester. Okay. The top of the ethical part of the world. You know, it goes Scientologist jesters. Like they are super esoteric and humble group of guys. And I mean humble, right? So this mother effing jester, hey, Kay Thompson, your new tattoo seems to be more fetching by the day. What a great use of the word fetching. Thank you, Kay. Good Lord, girl. This dude found the Lord. And I know this because when I was married to Jeff, I was Facebook friends with this asshole. And this dude, well, thanks, Marissa Martin. What a little angel. This mother effer all of a sudden is hitting the church. He changed his profile picture to a picture of a crucified Lord. He had the thorny crown on and shit. This dude changed up his whole Facebook. He was like putting all this stuff out. He was like, I'm a born again Christian. He was like, I found God. And I was like, I have, Rachel. I'm pretty sure that's not how, I don't think that's how that works. I was like, you cannot hit the prostitution ring party and come home in time to go to church Sunday. That isn't what God meant. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't, yeah, B lady, my husband was a Christian. Dude was a Methodist. He would quote the Bible to me and be like, you're going straight to hell, girly. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't make money on these. Like, I was so upset about it. I was like, you're literally going to pervert parties. You're literally going to perverted naked lady. It's a naked house. That's what it is. We're just going to, so mote it be. We're voting on this now. it's easier to just say prostitution ring, a hooker party. It's a naked house. You're going to a naked house for 5 days. And I'm going to hell? No. No. And if I am, we're both going to be there. Mother effer. Cellist. The cellist. The cellist is a hot mess. That dude he does need to find the Lord, though, for real. You can't go to a naked house and go visit the Lord. You can't do that. That's not what he wants. And I don't speak for God, but I'm going to break my rule there. I feel pretty sure of myself that even God's going, yeah, that is a hot mess. And you cannot, God sees more than we do, guys. You think he doesn't see the naked house? He sees what you're doing in that fucking naked house. It's just fun to say naked house. It's kind of similar to come near them. I didn't forget. Speaking of Jeff, where's his daughter been lately? I think she's getting married. She is getting married in November. Good for her. It's a wedding, guys. You only get a few of those. Abigail says, turn away from evil and do good. Yes. Search for peace and work to maintain it. Yes. The Lord turns his face against those who do evil. He's talking to you, Jeff. Cellist, tune in. The Lord turns his face against those who do evil. Naked houses. He will erase their memory from the earth. Oh, shit. That's hardcore. Abigail, that's, that last sentence has made my butt pucker like Renee B. He will erase their memory from earth. Ooh, geez, that's what you get when you hang out in naked homes. Okay. Thank you, Abigail. And that is so true right there. Turn away from evil and do good. Search for peace and work to maintain it, guys. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to walk the holy life. Abigail, thank you for that super chat. That was lovely. Okay, Yadira, geez. Alicia, I almost choked and died on live TV. Oh my God. God sees everything in the naked house. Now I feel sorry for God. I kind of do too. But you have to remember, God created us all. So I don't think there's a lot. Oh, shit. I love Alicia. That's so funny. Is that a new person? Gaga Joe? Welcome in. Was Jeff a United or Global? I have no idea. Oh, Tara Jackson. I don't usually laugh that hard, but there's a few streams we've laughed that hard. It's fun to have a laugh like that since I was a little girl. It's fun to have a laugh like that. Actually, it's not true. I didn't laugh as a child at all. I was in jail. Alicia, I think, Jessamine, Jeff was a hypocrite big time. I think God has seen it all. I think he's seen it all, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, that's cute, Marissa Martin. We do sometimes. Oh man, that was a good chuckle. Alicia, thank you for that. Yeah, not just Jeff. Who gives a shit about Jeff? I actually forget that he exists. I'm like, I forgot about that guy. Like, what was I doing? It was such a weird mishap. Who cares about Jeff? The jesters are hypocrites. Those dudes pray to God. They do a group prayer when they're together. I've been there. They pray to God and they call him the supreme architect of the universe. They never call him God. And I think that's weird. I'm a scratch on me. I think that's weird. They don't call him God. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with calling God that. Like Fred called him Father God. I think that's cool. I think everybody has different, probably like ways of calling him things. Do the ladies join in the prayer? No, it's not with the jesters. It's with the Masons. And Masons are jesters. A lot of Masons are jesters. Not all, but some. And yeah, maybe. Yeah, Joe Virus, by the way, is down 25 pounds on Ribelsis. Good for you, Joe. I saw that on Facebook. I loved your post. They pray that they are not found out. Kim is blue. Yes. So they pray to the supreme architect of the universe. I never heard them call him God, but Jeff, my husband, did call him God. Do you have to? You do not have to be a 33rd degree to be a jester. No, my second husband was a 33rd degree. Jeff was a 32nd degree Mason. But they're total hypocrites, guys. That is the weirdest thing, to go to a naked home and then say you believe in God. I'll never understand that. And that's why I don't want to be married to anyone like that. I mean, I'm not going to be married to anyone that's a part of a naked house. But I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be friends with people who are like, I believe in God. And then they're total fucking hypocrites. Now, look, hypocrisy is going to happen. I get it. Like, it's going to happen. We're flawed and we're humans. But you're not going to slip up and accidentally go to a naked party. You're not going to a naked house by accident. So I think there's degrees of hypocrisy. And I understand that you're going to be like, you shouldn't eat that. And then you eat that. I do it all the time. I just got at Target some double stuffed Oreos. I'm going to do a line when I'm done here. So I absolutely get that. Yeah, Tara, since you judge others for doing these things, why do you think you can avoid God's judgment when you do the same things? Damn, Abigail brings it. She makes us look at it too. There's no trying. Angie Mo, I was doing it for you. I knew you were laughing. I kept saying naked home for Angie. Ooh, this is powerful. Abigail makes us see the light whether we want to or not. And that's what I love about her. She just carries that torch into the room and she's like, you will look into the light. Or something like that. Since you judge others for doing these things, why do you think you can avoid God's judgment when you do the same things? You can't. You can't go into a naked home and think you're going to avoid his judgment. That's not going to happen to you. Don't you see how wonderfully kind, tolerant, and patient God is with you? Ooh, Abigail. Damn, girl. Hey, Abigail, was that New or Old Testament? I'm curious on this one. Ooh-wee, girl. Wow-wee. That was a good one. That was a good one. And why can't people see this more, by the way? I have a question about that. Why can't people see this more? Do you really think it was New Testament? Okay. I would have guessed old. Nice. Thank you, Abigail. Thank you for the giant super chat. Do people really think I don't lose weight either, old Charlie, because I don't lose. Do people think they're going to get out of this without having to answer for shit? We have to do that when we're alive. Do you really think that you're going to deny and like go around hurting people? Do you really think like people, we don't see you? Ooh, Meredith Lynn, damn girl, nailed it. They can't see because of the huge log in their own eye, like the scripture that Abigail read us. Dang, Meredith Lynn. That is so accurate. That is so accurate. They can't see because of the huge log in their own eye. Well, we don't want to hang out with those people. I don't want to hang out with people who have logs in their eyeballs, first of all. Do you really, like, I think about people like Jeff. I think about like my private personal experiences with him where he was like, you're going to hell. I'm not. I'm saved. Are you out of your damn mind? Do you think God is not listening right now and laughing with me? That is a joke. You're a joke, cellist. The cellist. Long balls. Angie Mo, did you eat a gummy? That's so whack. Yes. That is whack. Tara Jackson, you win for the night. Rachel says there's a leader in my church that said, don't judge someone because of the sin. They sin differently than you. We all sin. We just sin differently. Okay, fine. Look, Rachel, I don't disagree with that. But I'm not going to naked houses, girl. I might buy too many lip stains. Fine. I might have spent a super chat or two on Starbucks or Chipotle. Sue me. Okay? I may eat ice cream too late. I'm not going to naked homes. So we do sin differently, and that's a fact. Tara, it's whack. You can't do what you want and then ask for forgiveness. Those eyeball logs are making my eye hurt. You know, I'm going to try that. The next person that pulls this shit around me, I'm going to be like, hey, can you pull that log out of your eyeball? There's a log in your eyeball, sir. Sir, there's a log in your eyeball. Do you mind? There's people are getting hit by it. It's a potential lawsuit. Sunshines, you're absolutely right about that. I'm going to make an AI naked home image. People will run with that. I like it. It's fun. It's fresh. It's new. They're not jesters anymore. They go to naked houses. They're in a naked home. I was married to a man that went to naked homes. My name is Reese. Eyes on your own mop. Listen to him dreaming. They have to tie a red flag to the end of the log sticking out of their eye to be OSHA compliant. Naked homes full of log balls. Yeah. Love you, Helena. Lady O, that's what I was thinking. An entire log in the eye. Sophia, you've been quiet tonight. Well, I have to say, we've gone over the 2-hour mark, but I feel better. Do you? I do. It's good to get it out. Talk about the stuff that happens. Talk about the naked houses. You know, what are we going to do? Just keep the naked homes closed up in here? No, you got to get that out. I could not believe this prick changed his Facebook profile picture to the Lord. The straight up Lord. The one where Smidge was born next to. This mother effer had the audacity to come home from a naked party and change his profile picture to Christ. And then proceeded. That's so sweet, Hope. I love you, girl. Then proceeded to say, I found God and I'm a Christian. That's okay, Sophia. Rest your cute little German eyeballs without logs in them. I found God. Yeah, you got it, Joe. Napoleon. Some say love, it is a river. Oh, thanks, Buffy. For we must all, Abigail says, for we must all stand before Christ to be judged. Yeah, exactly, Shelley. We will each receive whatever we deserve for the good or evil we have done in this earthly body. New Testament. I love that. And I love you too, Joe. That is so true. And this is why, everyone listen. Don't be judging, okay? Don't be judging people. That's not your job. That's the Lord's job. I'm serious, by the way. You know, I used to say all the time, I hope they go to hell. I hope they blah, blah, blah. Look, we just want them to get a tuft of pubic hairs in their coffee in the morning. I don't think I'll stand before God and explain that. It's an inside thing. He gets it. But I am not about to do the Lord's job anymore. That's a God job. And I'm not getting paid enough for that. Don't worry about it. I'm serious. Zoom out and step the fuck away. Let them go to naked houses. Let's not cast the first stone. Go to your naked house. Cellist. Go to your naked house. Oh, God. Don Pariso, everybody had a crush on that cop. Guys, I did not. I wasn't feeling it. I just took a picture with him to point out that I wasn't hated like I thought I was. It's God's job. We will each get what we deserve. That's why I've forgiven my father. He will have to own up for the shit he's done. He's hands off in life. He's not taking accountability now, but he's going to have to. Yeah. At some point, Jeff will have no naked house to run to. And the rest of the jesters, they're going to be like, oh my God, I got to get to a naked house. And God's going to be like, there's no naked house to go to, man. You're here to be judged. You can change your profile picture all day, good sir, but you went to naked houses. You have to stand up and own it. Tell us about that naked house. I don't know how it goes, but that will be interesting, won't it? I have to blow my nose again. Hold on. Boy, I'm really nasally. I can't read that. You're a liar and a fraud. You went to naked homes. Abigail, thank you. That was beautiful. And I actually think I need to take a photo of that one. It really speaks to me tonight. Might send it to the cellist, just for reminders and such. Tara says, I know. That does nothing for us when we have vindictive kinds of feelings. Sometimes I want to see people get what they deserve. Yeah, I don't even, you know what I don't even do anymore? Naked house. You go to naked homes. You know what I'm not even doing anymore? Oh, thanks, Liz. Liz, you're the best. She also takes notes. Hold on, Liz. I'm not quite done. Nude dwellings for the fancier of talk. You know what else I'm not into anymore? I used to say this too. Like, karma's a bitch. Karma's a real thing. Karma's going to get you. Freeze, hands off. Not our place, guys. I'm being serious about that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's like the place that gave you diarrhea. Just don't go back. Solve. Problem solved. Problem solved. Don't worry about it. Tina, you fat lard, come get some ham. Thanks for eating all the chips, Kip. I loved Tina. Your grandma broke her coccyx. What was grandma doing at the dunes? Okay, that's enough. What was I saying? God's driving the bus, Original Ann, and Jesus has the wheel. I just added that, but I like it. I like it a lot. God's driving the bus. Jesus has the wheel. Thanks, sunshines. Okay. Actually, they'd both be at the wheel then, wouldn't they? If he's driving, then Jesus has the wheel. Jesus is sitting in his lap then. They can both be driving. Vote for Pedro. I'm being serious. Yeah. Don't be tempting with karma either. It's coming, guys. Don't worry about it. Just don't eat at that restaurant again. You don't have to write a 20-paragraph review about how you got liquid diarrhea and amoebic dysentery for 48 hours. Just don't go back. That smoke from the candle. It'd be nice if you could pull me into town. Honey Lou. It's just about my favorite animal. Your mom goes to college. I love that movie. I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't seen it in a long time. I loved Deb. Are you drinking 2% because you think you're fat? Jesus is the wheel. Yeah. Guys, don't worry about karma. Doesn't matter. Shit's going to come around and slap those damn jesters, probably while they're at the naked house. On that note, I'm choking on the smoke. I do too, Tara Jackson. My lips hurt real bad. Kate, I don't want to hear it. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Monday. Hey, hit subscribe. I'm not asking. Hit subscribe. Because we do real talks here. And you're not going to want to miss that shit. And you know what? If you do miss it, well, you can replay it, but you can also choose to miss it. But you should still be subscribed because it's important these days. Reese, stop ignoring my emails. I thought I responded to you. I loved that picture of your granddaughter. Been working on my moves. Oh my God. Oh, Buffy wants me to show her outfit. Sorry, Buffy, I forgot again. Thanks for reminding me. My lips hurt real bad. Okay. There you are. Oh, I think you're adorable. Now, why would you think I would make fun of you? Buffy, I'm not into making fun of people. I don't know why you think that. You look really cute. Let me try to figure out how to blow this up. Kid, no one wants to listen to your nonsense. She did a pop of red. She did a little cardigan. And she did a red skirt. Now, the real question is this. You're just jealous because I've been chatting online with hot babes all day. You have to pay for that? Man, I'd throw you out the window. Don't judge harshly. Buffy, you're a member of our community and family. Why would anybody make fun of you? I think you look lovely. She went out to dinner last night and celebrated her 5-year anniversary with her husband. I love that you did the pop of red and you looked beautiful. Now, what we really want to know is hopefully you jazzed things up and you tried something new. In case that was too subtle. Look how shiny my face is, sweaty. Hello, perimenopause. I still don't have any forehead wrinkles, though. How do you like that? Thanks, Humberdinck. Have you taken it out on any sick jumps, Joe? I think Buffy looks amazing. Buffy, just blink twice if you tried something new, girl. Because I'm channeling you. I'm not getting laid, so I hope you are, right? Hope you did. Kia! Kia? Kid, come here. Kid, don't be a tease. Potatoes? I'm a hot, sweaty mess. That's right. I lost my chance. It got too late. Buffy, there's plenty more Fridays, girl, and plenty more date nights. We're gonna coach you on this, okay? We're gonna make it happen. Abigail says closing. Do not give in to your sinful desires. Kid, no one wants to listen to your nonsense. We just want to feel the tummy. Let me touch this. Let me squeeze it, girl. Let me touch your potatoes. I love it, Buffy, and I thought you looked beautiful. Don't give in to your sinful desires. Sin is no longer your master. For the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of God is eternal life through Christ Jesus our Lord. And that's New Testament. What a nice way to end the stream, Abigail. That is so good to live that way. And I'm trying. But I am still a hypocrite and I am still flawed. But what I am not is attending naked houses. And I think there's something to be said for that. You know, when I have to stand before the Lord, that's probably what I'm going to say to him. Hey, you know what? At least I didn't go to a naked house. Naked houses, naked homes. I didn't do that, sir. On that note, Jeanette Brown. I don't know, Abigail. Looks fine to me, but I'm not on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard. Buffy, I loved it. Thank you, Abigail, again for all your super chats. That was so kind. Thank you, everybody else, for the super chats, guys. I mean it. Those are helpful. They help me and my kid. You're supporting a single mom, a local YouTuber. You're supporting small business. Everything, all of the above. Only do it if it feels right in your heart, and you did. So thank you, and I mean that. Thank you for the gifted memberships, Joanne Hawley. I'm looking at you. Thank you for being members, and I'm looking at all of you. Thank you, guys. I mean that. But above that, what's more important to me is your time. And over 200 people sat here with me for 2.5 hours. That is a huge gift. That's something you can't put a price on. That's something the haters want to take away from us. That's something they hate the most about me, is I can hold a crowd of people for 2.5 hours. And that I love. And it's a true gift to me. And it makes me feel so surrounded by love and friendship and family. And it gives me hope. And I'm being very serious right now when I say that. So thank you. That's the gift that you cannot take away. Abigail, I appreciate it. And I don't want you to get in trouble or overdo it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Cindy Schweitzer. I love you, Hope Between the Dreams. I really love you guys. Original Ann, I love you, girl. I will see everybody tomorrow afternoon. It's a normal Monday. I have a Zoom call. The Zoom call is 1 week from today, by the way. Everybody that has the Fred and Gertie memberships, I hope you can attend. I'm really looking forward to it. I have some things I need to discuss. So I'm looking forward to that. That's my true friendship call. Besides my mod calls, that's my friendship call. I love you, Honey Lou. Thank you guys. Angie Mo, you were so funny tonight. B Lady, she stayed with us through it. She is so special. Happy birthday. I love you, B Lady. I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon, probably around 4:30, I would say, normal time. And I hope you can make it. Love you, Kat. I'm looking forward to you being there, girl. See if, tell us if you tested out the new thing that you bought last month that you showed us. I'm interested in that. All right, everybody. Love you, Jessamine. Abigail, thank you again. That's okay, Abigail. We love you, girl. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow. And here comes Fred.